Hey, okay, let's talk a little bit more about procrastination. I've got a lot of videos on procrastination, each video offering a tip to get around it. And I'm going to offer you another tip today. This one might sound a little bit outrageous, but this is it. We need to try different things to find what works for us to get around to procrastination. One thing I will say with procrastination is sometimes you do need to just wait it out. Because if you're not in that mindset of getting something done, then do something else. You'll find that when you've got an imposed deadline coming up, you haven't reached that stage of urgency yet. There's a misalignment between what you think you should be doing and your energy to get that thing done. And that's okay and that's natural. So can you wait it out? Now, if you can't, here's another technique that you could try. And that is building a pressure situation, but not a pressure situation where you're saying to yourself, you need to get X done by, 5 o'clock tonight or something like that. It's this. Imagine that there's a film crew there and they are recording you and you are giving a commentary about how to beat procrastination, a live example. And what you're doing is you're offering that commentary, that live example as you're working on that thing. So if there's something you need to do, it's a report, what you're doing is you're talking to that camera crew about what it is that you're doing as you're doing it to beat procrastination to get the report done. So you'll be saying things like, okay, the first thing that I do when I'm suffering from procrastination is I quickly draft out the key things that I need to cover in the report. And that helps me keep focused on what those things are. And then what I do is, and that's it, literally say it out loud and just talk the whole time while you're doing it, believing that there's a film crew and they're recording you. So everything you offer is going to go on tape and it's going to become part of a show that people are going to see later. That's a pressure situation because you need to perform in that moment. Now, again, like I said, it sounds a little bit quirky and funny, but give it a go. Your commentary can start with saying something along the lines of, okay, I've been procrastinating up to this point, but here's the best way I'm going to work around it. What I'm going to do is, and then start from there. Or that was your start and follow on from there. And just talk, keep talking, like the camera's rolling, that they're capturing footage, but you're breaking down exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And you do that as you're offering that commentary. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If it doesn't, feel free to ask any questions below. But give it a go. I know it seems strange, but what you're doing is you're not just giving yourself a narrative, but you're adding weight to that narrative because you're not just building the narrative, but you're believing there's a purpose behind it, which is someone's recording this. A film crew are recording what you're doing. And if it takes you half an hour giving that commentary until you've just hit that natural rhythm, and you know that feeling when you procrastinate a long period of time and then you get into something, but once you're into it, it becomes self-sustaining. The momentum is big enough, you get that flow, and of course you dread the fact that that flow's kicked in at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock at night when it could have clicked in at 10 a.m. this morning. So the flow you're having at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, you wish you had at 10 so you had the full day to cash it in. Those moments, that will start to happen. So when it starts to happen, yeah, absolutely. If that commentary is no longer serving its purpose because you've got that momentum, you've got that flow, switch it off, use that. But try it, see how it goes. Give the commentary like you're live. It's a live feed and there's a film crew tracking everything that you're doing and you're giving the tips how to bust the procrastination that you're in. And because it's live, you need to do these things. You need to get them done. That's it. Remember that all the tips I offer, I've experienced myself about what's worked for me. So that's why I share them. because they might well work for you. I know that they work because they worked for me. Whether or not they work for you, you won't know until you try them. But that's the filter, that's the test. I won't share anything unless it works for me. So it's not a case of just sharing a concept. Everything I provide on these videos is to make life easier or more simple or to improve performance. It will tick at least one of those boxes. If you want to stay across other videos from me about this stuff, you know what to do. Just hit subscribe. If there's some value in this video that I've offered you, quick payback is hit like, boom, we're even. Too easy. All right, any questions, throw them in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, bye.